Eh? Contraceptives, blow up dolls, imitation dog shit. So we're just going to wend our way back now via a little village called Summer Bridge and a little village called Dacre, and up past Menwith Hill, the American Air Force Base. So yeah, best touring bike ever. Well, I've had a Goldwing. I had a 2009 Goldwing, Honda Goldwing GL 1800. But of course this bike's 10 years newer, and obviously the technology is 10 years newer. Great bike, that Goldwing. Not sure that it's a fair comparison between this and that. You'd probably be a fairer comparison comparing the BMW K1600 GTL, which I had one of those. Lovely, big, hugely top heavy bike. Probably better comparing that actually with the Goldwing, particularly the new Goldwing. But the thing about a Goldwing is the Goldwing Tour, well over £30,000. Well, these brand new, fully spec'd up, are 10 grand cheaper. And I'm averaging 59 miles per gallon on this, and I bet you don't get that on your 6-cylinder 1800 Goldwing, and I don't think you get that much more luggage carrying capacity. You might even get a little bit less, because them side panniers on new Goldwing, I don't think they will hold the full face helmet. I may be wrong, but I'm sure I've seen or heard that they don't, whereas these panniers on this will. So I think it's a reasonable claim to fame, and you can understand why MCN have bestowed that honour year after year upon this bike, and not the Goldwing. This for me is far more usable than my Goldwing was. The Goldwing just wasn't a bike that you could just throw your leg over and ride to shops on or whatever, go to Pateley Bridge and get some sausages, that sort of thing. Well, you could, but it's a lot of faff. They're just that big. I mean, just manoeuvring them out your garage and down the driveway, quite a lengthy affair. Especially when you're a rider of mediocre talent like my good self. But anyway, so yeah, it's not an unreasonable claim. But bearing in mind that the competition in this class is nothing like what it was. The nearest competition to this is BMW's own K1600. So there you go. So yeah, I love it. If you don't like big wide bikes, don't get one of these. It's a proper ship, as you can see. But and I know it's a tired old cliche, but like all big modern bikes, once you're up and running, they're highly manoeuvrable. The weight just melts away. So this is Summer Bridge, nice little village, Summer Bridge. There's this garage come DIY shop on the right here, Todd's. Right oldie worldy place, but I bet you can buy just about anything here. It's proper Bernie Scripps' garage, that, isn't it? Out of Heartbeat, that sort of place. Look at that, J. Todd and Son, timber, plumbing, gardening, agricultural and building supplies, clothing, footwear. I'm old enough to remember when there were a little dedicated little joke shop on a place called Moorside Road in Bradford, not far from where I lived back then, near to the Bradford Industrial Museum, which is well worth a visit if ever you're in the area. Bradford Industrial Museum. But there were a joke shop there, and when I were a kid, I say when I were a kid, I think I was still going there when I was like 16, 17, playing pranks on my mum and dad. But you could buy all sorts of like imitation dog shit, and even imitation cat shit, would you believe, because they're two different things obviously. And we had a cat back then, called him Smokey, and he was a right dirty bastard. You know, you think no jumping on the table when you were having your tea and like throwing up on your plate of food, and coming to bed at night and bloody you know, having a shite on quilt in the middle of the night while you're trying to get to sleep. You were a right sod. So we sort of got used to his shenanigans. So I bought this imitation cat shit from joke shop and placed it strategically on my dad's pillow, and he went absolutely bananas. I waited till he come back from pub. So I used to come back from pub either in a really good mood or in a foul mood. Unfortunately on this occasion he were in a foul mood. But he came back and all he wanted was his bed. Gets to his bed and it looks like Smokey's knocked one out on his pillow again. He went, fortunately old Smokey were out on his night rounds outside. He wasn't there to be strangled. But when he found out what I'd done, he were absolutely furious. Them were days. Look at this thing now here, come on. Give me a line of sight. Any road up, so that was just a little, I thought I'd bring you along for a little trip out to buy me sausages from Pateley Bridge. Give you a chance to see some more of the lovely countryside in and around my home county of Yorkshire, and just give you some further thoughts on the BMW R1250 RT, which I love to bits, and I can easily see why it attracts so many favourable plaudits from the motorcycling press. In terms of its classification as a touring motorcycle, I can't imagine that there's anything better. I'm sure TMF would have something to say about how much better the Goldwing is, but I just don't. I think that's comparing apples with oranges. I think the Goldwing has always been in a different class to any other motorcycle. I think the Goldwing's competitors are like the big American cruisers, like sort of the Yamaha Star Venture and the Kawasaki Vulcan and the Harley Davidson Electroglides. I appreciate they're all cruisers, but I think in the States those are the main competitors for the Goldwing. So no, I don't think that the Goldwing can knock this into a cocked hat, not at all. And it certainly ain't going to be doing just shy of 60 miles per gallon. Which in these times of £2.07 per litre of E5 I've just paid at M&S in Bingley. 60 mile a gallon versus what, 35, which is what my Goldwing were returning. something to be taken into consideration. Alright, that's me for now. Please subscribe to the channel. Please click a link. Please hit that notifications bell. Make sure notifications are enabled on your device, and then you'll get to know as soon as I upload anything else. And if you're a fan of motorcycling in beautiful countryside, then this, my playground, the county of Yorkshire, the biggest county in the United Kingdom, then come back again, because you'll be seeing plenty more of this. So, just let me get around this. So yeah, thanks so much again for watching, and until the next time, take care, ride safe, and above all, be kind to your fellow living creature. Alright, cheerio.